Hey, this is Andrew from SciChart. Today I want to talk to you about SciChart JavaScript Charts version 1, which was released earlier this week, and show you a little bit about the real-time capabilities of this brand new chart component. So if you head over to SciChart.com and click on the news, under the news you will see this article, SciChart JavaScript Charts version 1 released. And this article shows you what is in our first version, and there's also a link to our live demo. So very quickly, I'm going to show you what we've built in SciChart.js version 1. We've built a number of chart types, including line, scatter, bubble, column, candlestick, open, high, low, close, mountain, area, fan charts, heat maps, stacked column, stacked mountain, pie, and donut. There's also a couple of 3D charts, including a 3D bubble chart and a 3D surface mesh. What differentiates SciChart from the rest of the group of chart components is our library has extreme chart performance. This is the fastest chart for JavaScript applications in the world, and the reason why is that we use a mixture of technologies including WebGL, WebAssembly, and we have sort of our expertise of roughly 8 years of research and development into a cross-platform graphics engine that's extremely fast. And this is going to allow you to plot millions of points or many millions of points in JavaScript charts or real-time charts like you never have been able to do before. SciChart.js is very, very interactive. So we've got tooltips, we've got zooming, we've got panning, dragging, scaling. These are live interactive charts. They're not just images, showing static big data. All the data is there. It's very, very interactive, and you can inspect it as you would a normal chart. SciChart.js is also very, very configurable. And here's an example of a multi-pane stock chart, and this is actually 3 chart components grouped together and linked together with many, many series, which allows us to create these sort of composite applications. There's a link to the example here if you want to explore that in further detail. Also, we've got an annotations API that allows you to place elements over the top of the chart, including lines, text, boxes, watermarks, custom shapes, or any SVG can be placed at points over the chart. This can lead to sort of examples like placing buy or sell markers on a stock chart, for example. SciChart.js supports theming and styling out of the box. We've shipped with a light and a dark theme, and we show you how to create custom ones as well. Again, a link to the example. So let's have a quick look at the demo. This is the SciChart.js demo at the moment as it stands, and this is version 1. So we're going to be working on this, adding more features, more chart types, more examples, and this is going to change a lot in the future. But for now, we've got 3 main categories of examples. We have featured apps, 2D charts, and 3D charts. So under the featured apps, we've got performance demos, scientific demos, and medical. And you can see some screenshots of these, each individual application here. So, for example, I can show you this performance demo. In this one, we load 500 series, each with 500 points, and that's 250,000 points. You click this button, and it will generate the data and redraw the chart. And you'll see that we're doing this in milliseconds, right? So it's taking us 25 milliseconds to generate the data, 10 milliseconds to append it to our data series, and then 22 milliseconds to draw. So it's pretty quick. There's another performance demo here, which is loading 1 million points. And if you hit load, similar sort of times here. So here we're taking 8 milliseconds to append the data and 11 milliseconds to render the frame. So SciChart.js is incredibly fast. Here's a real-time demo. So this one, what we're going to do is we are appending data to 3 series, and we're appending about 100,000 points per second. And on the x-axis, you can see the number of points. So this is 500,000, 600,000. But remember, this is 3 series. So we're already drawing 600,000, 800,000 times 3. So we're up to a couple of million. And SciChart is still drawing smoothly and in real time. The important thing is that you can also zoom into this data. It's all there. None of it's been removed. And you can zoom back out. So this is a fully interactive real-time chart. Another example we want to show you is this one. So here we have 10 series, and what we've done is applied a glow shader effect to the series and some opacity, which gives you this kind of oscilloscope VDU type impression. So you could create a oscilloscope type application, these kind of medical readouts, these sort of things, very easily with SciChart. Which brings us on to another real-time example. This one is called the vital signs monitor. And in this one, we've got some canned data and we're just piping it into a chart to show you how you could create some kind of a medical application connected to sensors with SciChart, and it performs very, very well in this real-time context. We've also got a couple of other real-time examples. So this one's very interesting. This one is the audio analyzer. And the way that this works is it listens to the microphone on your computer. It will ask for microphone permissions when you first run the app. And over here, you can see a trace of the audio that's currently being recorded. And here is a Fourier transform of the audio. So this is the frequency data. And in the bottom right, we've got a spectrogram. This is a history of this. So if you imagine each Fourier sort of transform here is one slice of that, and then as time goes on, they're scrolling upwards. This is a real-time example that's showing you the speed and power of SciChart. It's very, very well suited to this kind of scientific application, or this new generation of applications which involve big data or real-time updating. SciChart also supports 3D charts. So this is a LiDAR demo. So we've got 250,000 points of LiDAR data taken from a UK DEFRA survey. This is actually a slice of London. And we've rendered it as a point cloud. So you can zoom in, and what we've done is we've obviously got the positions as the points, but the colors are mapped according to the height. So that's a sort of a LiDAR example. And we support another kind of 3D chart, which is called a surface mesh. So in this example, we've got a mixture of 2D and 3D charts on the same screen. If you want to spend some time going through the demo, you can see all the chart types that we support over here on the left. So, you know, standard things like lines, this one we call a band, a bubble, candlestick, column. There's a chart type called a heatmap, which is real time. So this one is generating and visualizing a heat map. You can see that it's also incredibly fast. We have, you know, your basic chart types like mountain, open, high, low, close, scatter, stacked column, stacked mountain, and of course pie and donut. There's some more features down here on the left, such as the annotations API that I talked about before, some interactive stock chart examples, using multiple charts here linked together. We've got a real-time stock chart example, so you can see how SciChart performs in this kind of context, and then generally some more examples showing the API. Finally, right at the bottom, we have 3D charts. So at the moment, the two examples we're sharing are this one, 3D bubble, and 3D surface mesh. So there you have it. That's SciChart.js version 1. This has only just been released this week. You can go ahead to our website, SciChart.com, and you can read more about our JavaScript charts here. And we also have a live demo at demo.SciChart.com. Let us know your feedback, get in touch. You can contact us anytime. We would love to hear about what you think about this, and if there's any features that you'd like to see us add or any improvements that you'd like us to make. Thank you and goodbye.